Is it actually okay to be like a white, straight male?
Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing great. So I'm back. I just take a short break. So I bring this video here. Is it okay to be white? There was a lot of stitching this video and saying their own thought if it's okay to be white or not. But let's dive into it and watch it together.
The children's book, uh, It's Okay to Be White by Larry Downs Jr. Holy, you know what? All right, let me go ahead and read it. It's okay to be white. White is not beautiful, but it's okay. White is not brown. White is not tan. White is not grand, but it's okay to be white again. White will not get you to college undeserved, but it's okay. White will not get you admissions at the gate, but it's okay. It's not fate that gets you through the gate. It's not merit that you inherit, but more so that skin tone through no fault nor control of your own. And of course, I have some little stick pictures of children on here. He's crying, he, she, whoever is crying. I'm so white through no fault of my own. Y'all have seen these books. Superintendent knows what I'm talking about. It's okay to be white. Someday we hope to be judged by the content of our character and not the skin tone we own through no fault of our own. It's okay to be white again. It's okay to promote black pride, brown pride, gay pride, but not so much that white hide you inherit through no fault or vote of your own. For you see, all skin tones have committed atrocities of their own. We see this even today in every way. What if it were okay to be white today? And then I got more little, and I'm just trying to point out the obvious here. We got some little children here, little stick children. They're all pointing at the little kid crying in the center. You're not a POC.
Someone explain to me what's wrong with white pride because I'm so proud to be white.
I am so sick of always explaining to white people the bare minimum. When people of color say, we are proud to be X, we mean that we are proud to overcome the obstacles that your people have put for us. We are proud that despite our history and the troubles that you have caused, we are still here. That phrase is constantly used by neo-Nazis and white supremacists. The only thing your people have done throughout history is colonialism, murder, rape, and destruction, and destabilization. So tell me, what exactly are you proud of?
Be fine to be white, straight. It's fine. That's what people see when they look at me. I'm not technically those things. I like all the genders, and I am just a third European. Also, it's never been a chubby feminist ugly dude that smacks somebody's ass in the club. It's always, and I mean 100% of the time, a straight white guy that's too drunk and just being an asshole that I've had to intervene with multiple occasions across multiple states and over the last 2 decades of my life, which is 2/3 of my life. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of the straight white guys causing the straight white guy problem. And also, even if all women were just to like say no to straight white guys, there's a bunch of straight not white people, and also people like me who have sex with women and men who could populate the world. There's also in vitro insemination, which they just need a sperm from somebody to do, and there's that. So the whole populating the world thing is just dumb. I'm not trying to talk shit. That's just a dumb argument. Yeah, women should also be able to defend themselves, and in my country, that means carrying a firearm. I know that you can't do that in Australia, so there's that issue. But yeah, I think women should be able to defend themselves. I don't think men should be accosting or assaulting women in the first place, but that's an education issue, and we already have people out there that are fucked up and willing to do fucked up shit, especially when on drugs or drunk or having a mental episode. So there are those things to be in account for. But in summary, it's fine to be a white guy. It's fine to be a white guy that's straight. No problems with that. I have no problems dating women, men, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to give you my unique perspective because I present as that is what you're talking about, but I'm not.
You know, it is never in the history of America, not one time, not today, or in the past, not been okay to be white. And whenever I hear white people saying these things, I think about the quote, when you're accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression. We have to stop this, and we have to stop pretending that white people are under attack when it's marginalized groups that are fighting for the same rights that we've had for years.
Oh boy, we got a racist over here. Let me tell you why you can't be proud to be white.
It's not racist. You just made it racist.
Seconds after that, he said, and I quote, "Without people like me, we wouldn't be able to reproduce. Society would crumble. Without cisgender heterosexual white men, society would fall." What about black men? What about Asian men? He then went on to talk about women who don't shave their armpits. And he's like, I actually don't give a fuck. But, and then continued to rant. And it's like, you can't say you don't care when you made like a whole 3-minute video talking about all of these things that you apparently don't care about. Cishet white men are literally the funniest humans on the planet, yo. They're so, it's just, we're getting this entertainment for free, y'all. For free.
Damn right it's okay to be white, phenotypically speaking. But you also know damn well that we're not talking about phenotype when we talk about white people. We're talking about a colonially constructed classification of race that was created, after all, to benefit those of us deemed white, placed at the top of the hierarchical, racist, anti-black hellscape of a little something that you've heard called white supremacist ideology and coined delusion by Sonia Renee Taylor. If you're a white person like me and you're like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Why is this happening? Why did this grown man show up, bare his entire ass thinking this was a good idea? How do I get involved? What do I do? Where do I go? I get DMs often from fellow white folks saying like, how do I start? Here's where you start. You find and you follow Black, anti-racism, and decolonial educators. My mutual Ryan, IDEF Overthink, IDEFF Overthink, go and find him, follow him. He does anti-racism education. He's got a Patreon. He's the one who initially tagged me into this video response that he did to this. Find and follow Black, Indigenous, and other people of color who are doing anti-racism and decolonial education. The work starts within, and we've got a lot of work to do, particularly getting our fellow people.
Explanation time.
It's really too late for this shit, bro. It's damn near 1 o'clock right now. But, like, this is probably one of the worst, like, semantics debates I've ever heard in my life, bro. Like, I swear if I hear one more motherfucker debating whether you be racist to white people or not, like, who gives a fuck? Like, really? Like, give me one example of white people, like, facing racism on, like, any sort of level, bro. Like, systemic, individual, like, just solely, like, based on their race. Like, this shit is not happening, bro. Like, it's not. So why does it matter, bro? Like minorities, especially black people, have faced discrimination, racism, this whole country's existence. And now, like, they'll get a little bit of help. Like, look at affirmative action. Like, that mostly benefited white women, too. But, like, they'll still call that shit racist against white people. And look what happened. That shit got clapped, bro. It's gone now. So I don't think anybody's actually, like, arguing, like, the semantics on whether I could, like, have an individual prejudice against, like, white people. Like, obviously I can, bro. Like, obviously. But, like, that shit is insignificant. It literally does not matter because they're not being affected by it, bro. Like I could say that I'm racist toward white people. Cool, bro. Like, that shit, it literally doesn't mean shit, bro. Like, it literally doesn't mean anything at all. Like, all it does is retract from actual racism against minorities and tries to just, like, I don't know, just give white people more of an excuse to just, like, be racist towards minorities, I guess. I don't even know, bro, honestly. Like,
so let me give you some knowledge. First of all, racism is racism. You can be racist towards anybody. It doesn't matter. The first mistake you made, which makes you racist already, is that you said you can't be racist towards white people, which you just stereotyped, which is racism. First of all, we're all human. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. We all come from the same place. We live here together. So that makes us all human. We both breathe the same. We both have the same body parts, other unless you're female or male. But anyways, let's go through this. If you want to say that comment's correct, I'll give you some answers that it's not. Racist words that are not insults to white people. White cracker. White devil. There's one that's really good. How about Ku Klux Klan member? White chicken. Come on.
Being white, being straight, being male has never been the problem. The problem is adherence to white supremacy. The problem is homophobia. The problem is adherence to the patriarchy. Nobody, and I mean nobody, genuinely cares if you're a man, a woman, non-binary. Nobody cares what you are. They care if you uphold oppressive systems. And white straight male, just because those things have been seen as better than, just because those things have been seen as supreme over and have been given dominance over the other people's social identity, just because that exists, that's why people are frustrated, a lot of straight white men. When you've lived on the top of the oppression scale, like when your groups have had the most power and then things are evened out, even if not like policy or power, but just socially, you're going to feel like you're now being oppressed. But it's not actually oppression. I do suggest you start reading books though.
Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification. Anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Stay blessed and bye.